Hey friends, welcome in. Hello, hello to everybody. All right, let me find myself and get myself all shared out. So, Jamie is finishing up. She was the presenter before me. So, I'm going to make sure that I get myself all shared. That makes me 11. Okay. And thank you guys for popping in. I need to send out. I need to send out that I'm live so my friends can come and join us, because I always forget to do that. Alright, so okay. And where am I going? I always forget what I'm doing. Close out our just journaling around event. Okay. Woohoo! Alright. And I'm going to try something a little different today. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna try this. So hopefully we can get everybody. Oh, y'all, I can't get this thing to work with me. Okay, I'm gonna have to put y'all down for a second. So there she is, Miss Sheila, who joined us today. Made me so happy. So happy to have you. I was so excited. Thank you, thank you. Hello there, Doodle and Super Turtle. Welcome in, Ethel. So we are crafting. I decided to try to stream into multiple multiple areas. So y'all bear with me as I try to figure out how I can do this. For everybody to see and not, block people. So hello to all on Whatnot. I am actually on Facebook in a journaling event that I host, and so I wanted to try to share with you guys, because I get a lot of questions over at Whatnot, like, about journaling and how to make a journal. So I thought we would all journal together, both everything from here on Facebook, hello YouTube as well, and hi to hello to all of my Whatnot friends as well. So hello there, Miss Cheryl, Miss Shelly, Miss Sheila, Miss Marcy. Welcome in. Hello there. Find, allow, thrift. Cool. All right. I think I said your name right. So, for those who are joining me, we are in the Just Journaling Around event, which happens once a month in my group, T's Paper Crafting Friends Unite, and it happens on the second Thursday of every month, and it is for journaling, just straight journaling. I do host other events throughout the month, but those are, full on craft, and you can journal, but this one is dedicated just to journaling. And seeing as Mother's Day is this weekend, which by the way, happy Mother's Day to all of my mothers who are joining me on all the different platforms. Thank you so much for being here. And tell me, what are you planning on doing for Mother's Day? I am curious. Curious minds or inquiring minds would like to know. So this is a journal. It is a bee journal. Well, the cover is bees, and the paper that I have inside is bee-esque with lots of flowers. And we had two themes that we could pick from. We had either Mother's Day or Mayflowers. So I am going more with the flowers because I want to try to work some more in this journal. And so we're going to be doing a lot of the decorating. This is actually, what was this? I believe this was just a regular envelope that we used. So, hey there, Miss Ruthie. How are you, my sweet friend? Hello, Jen Maureen. Welcome in. Hello, hello. So, yeah. I've got multiple different items here with lots of different flowers, die cuts. I have some pockets and tags. I do also have some really pretty flower, like the embroidery embellishments that you would add to clothing. Those are great to add in here as well. So we'll be working with a lot of different things, and we're going to be really jazzing up our journal. So let's start with a printable that I have that makes a pocket. Okay, so we're going to work with that. Hello there, Crafted Chaos. Welcome, welcome. So for any of my friends who are joining over at Whatnot, I decided to stream into Whatnot alongside being in a Facebook event because I thought it would be fun for us all to hang out. So we are all hanging out today. So it might be a little weird. I may not catch everybody, and if I do miss somebody, please forgive me. But know that you are greatly appreciated for being here. Let me try to get this plastic folder out because it ain't no bone folder, because you know we don't do those anymore, or they don't. It's hard to come by. Why is this being so difficult today? You're back. Well, welcome back, Miss Marcy. So I'm excited because hey there, Whimsical. How are you doing, my friend? Hello there, Sylvia. Yes, so question. I decided to pop on and stream into the I'm doing well, thank you. So I am actually live on Facebook, and I also stream into YouTube, and I thought, you know what, let me bring my Whatnot friends along for the ride as well. And so I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. This is a first, and so we'll see how we'll see how it goes. So bear with me if I don't catch all comments, because I am having to go between, you know, the different the different ones. But I'm in the Just Journaling Around event, and it happens once a month. And you are welcome to come and join us. And if you actually would like to, you know, be in the event, you just need to shoot me a message. And I can add you in, and you can sign up to come and craft along with us. The Just Journaling Around events do happen just once a month on the second Thursday of every month, okay? So super excited. You know what? Let me do something. Let me see if I can add. Okay. If you check out the show notes for those on Whatnot, I added the link to, and hopefully that doesn't get me in trouble, but I added the link to my show, to my live on Facebook. So how you doing, Miss Marcy? So what's everybody's plans for Mother's Day? My oldest is coming to pick me and my daughter up, his sister, only sister, but the youngest, and they're taking me out for lunch, so that's exciting. I was just telling him, because I was asking him what time he wanted me to be ready, and I was just telling him, actually, right before I went live, that the only sad part is, missing his brother. And I know that that's gonna be the new normal with him being in the Navy, not having him around for things like Mother's Day or my birthday, and things of that nature. So I know it's definitely gonna be weird. So, hey Vintage and Journal Junkie. Maggie Moo, hello, hello. You are fine, Miss Sue. You are fine, dear. Because I know everybody's trying to, like, get their grub in. They're all trying to, everybody's trying to get dinner and all those things. So I get it. I understand, Plus, it's also really late if you're on the East Coast. And I understand that because, I mean, heck, I'm on this side as well, and I understand that it might be late for some, and you might, it's been a long day. I'm the last person on, so I know how that goes. Well, hello, Miss Cheryl. Welcome in, and I'm super excited that it is your first time here. My name is Tamara, but everybody calls me T. So welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And I'm actually the end of our event. It happens once a month on the second Thursday of the month. It's called Just Journaling Around, and we do straight journaling, and journaling can be junk journaling. It could also be regular journaling, but for the most part, we're all, junk journalers. So this is the one event that is held a month in T's Paper Crafting Friends Unite that is exclusively journaling, and I am currently making a pocket out of a pocket. Yes, I know you call me Tamara, and I am good with that. I'm just saying that most people call me T. It started with my students calling me that, so, I just kind of got used to it. It also started because for some it was harder to say my name or to pronounce it properly, and I understand that too. I get that. Okay, so this was the bee journal that we were working on, the one that we made out of, if I'm not mistaken, this was made, feels like it was made out of an envelope, probably. So hi Miss Cheryl, thank you for sprinkling me out and sharing me out to your friends. I really do appreciate that. So this pocket is quite large, so I'm actually going to add it to the I could add it to the front, or I could add it to the back. Let's see, maybe we'll add it to, yeah, let's add it to the back so that we can add some ephemera and stuff back here. Okay, and literally what we used was some fabric for the front, and then this is one of those adhesive tiles or adhesive wallpaper that you can get from the Dollar Tree. So nothing really kind of crazy or expensive, right? It is called junk journaling for a reason, because we are trying to use up junk, right? Things that would normally be considered junk. So yeah. All right. Let's see if my art glitter glue will act right today. Hello there, Charlie's Place. How you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's see if this one will act right today. Because the last time I tried to use it, it wanted to be yeah, it wanted to go all over the place. I don't know what is up with this glue, but okay. I know it's at the end. I know I need to get a new bottle. I just haven't invested in it yet. So, have not invested in it just yet. But I don't know. Does anybody use like the, what is it called? The berry, the one that's the bear bottle. Does anybody use that one? And has used the art glitter glue before? Do you prefer the bear one? Like I'm kind of curious, because I do want to maybe try something. You do, Doodle? Do you like it? Have you used the art glitter glue? Do you prefer the bear one over the art glitter glue, or are there like things, you like them both? Do they have like maybe different aspects? Because I know the one thing with the art glitter glue is that like you better be sure of where you're setting this stuff down, because it's gonna stick. Like you can't move. So Cheryl, you use the barely glue for, cool. Yeah, no wiggle room. Gotcha. So the berry one has no wiggle room either. Okay, well that's definitely something to keep in mind. I do need to get some like that though, because there are times that I do want to be able to wiggle things around, and there are other times that I want it to just go straight down. So yep. Hello there, Susan Shaw and Island Bell and CMC Mullen. Welcome in. All right, our other Cheryl B, tells us that no, I use the art glitter glue and okay, yeah, the neutral pH. Okay, oh, I like Fabri-Tac. That's what I used when I was putting my material on. But usually, paper to paper, I'll use, because the Fabri-Tac it takes too long, and it tends to move around too much on me, and I'm not really the happiest with that. Okay, so I have this really large tag. Let's see if it's gonna fit in here, if I need to trim it down. Yeah, I think it'll fit in there. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so let me get. Oh, good lord. Art and you have a love-hate relationship. I gotcha. Oh, I gotcha. Hey, I mean, I can see that. I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with the art glitter glue as well, because yeah, it is. I mean, I like I said, I like it, and then there's other times I really get frustrated with it. Okay, so I did the slit versus the doing a hole, just because I plan on putting a piece of ribbon or some lace on this, and I do definitely want to have that. Now I am going to use some vintage photo, because I do want to make my edges dirty. So So even though you have a love-hate relationship, he's your go-to. I gotcha. That happens. Hello there, Rocky. Welcome in. Hello, Miss Mel. Thank you so much for popping in today and being part of our event. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for helping to cover that spot. It definitely helped out a lot, and it was really nice to have you. You need this punch? Yeah, it's a fun punch. I will definitely say that. It is a fun punch. It's a very heavy punch. I actually had a smaller, like a small version, which I had sold during one of the punch shows. And I kept that one because it's a little heavy duty type. And yeah. So, welcome in, Miss Sarah. You know what? We're actually going to round. Where did I put my corner rounder? I want to round those bottoms just so that they don't snag. Nothing too pronounced, just a little bit so that they don't snag when I go to trying to put it in and out, you know, because it is a bit of a tight fit. So we're just going to round those off a little bit. So what's everybody doing? Hello there, Liz. Welcome in, welcome in. What is everybody planning to do for Mother's Day? I said I have my oldest, I guess his sister convinced him to come so that we could go eat out. And of course I'm grateful for that. Actually glad he has off, because usually he's always working. All right, and I did go ahead and dirty up over here my my thingy. So went ahead and got it. Try not to get too much into the view. So. You're not sure? Just relaxing. Hey, there's nothing wrong with just relaxing. There's nothing wrong with not having really, any plans. Really, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, so I'm really not going to put much down here. Okay, and then you can leave this, blank so that you have a journaling spot where you could write things, which is, usually the goal of a journal, right? I'm not a writer, so I don't know about anybody else, but I am not a writer. I like to make the journals because they're fun, but not because I'm like gonna keep track of anything, because that's just not me. So hopefully I'll hear from the middle kiddo. I know he's doing good, and I'm very proud of him. Very, very proud of him. He's been really doing well with his tests, so I'm super happy about that. Well, Les53, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Thank you for bringing your friends over. I do appreciate that. Hopefully you had a good show. I popped in for a second. I saw that you were selling paper. So thank you so much for bringing your friends over. We are literally just crafting. I'm bringing you guys along with my Facebook friends as we are, as I'm in an event today, and it is a journaling event, and I've been asked many times about like questions, like how do you do them, and just wanted to show you guys a little bit. So not a clue other than church. Well, church is a good thing. Church is always a good thing to do. Mother's Day and my birthday plans are 9 of my business. Are none of your business? That is hilarious. Uh, you're in a lot of pain, especially in your back. Oh my goodness. Miss Marcy, are you seeing the doctor for that? Yeah, so we're just playing around here. Just playing around. Oh, what? Where did I pick this up? Goodness gracious, I picked up a piece of tape on my die cut. Ah. So not fun. Okay, it's gonna look a little weird, but oh well. We'll just make it better. We'll just fix it up. It'll be fine. We'll do something to it. So this is a die cut, and I thought it would work great as a corner. You know, because it's got the really frillies, and then we can make it a tuck. So I thought that would be really fun. So we're going to, question is, do I need to trim it down some more? I think I need to trim it down some more. Hello there, Beach. Welcome in. Okay, you saw the spine doctor. Good. And what did they say? Hopefully there's no severe damage done. Because that's always the fear when you're in an accident is, you know. I went to go see, my doctor set me up an appointment with a sports medicine doctor for my clavicle. Of course, we had some interesting conversation, as I I do not follow any of the rules, and of course I got the whole lecture of, you know, if you did exercise, and you know, if you you know, ate better, and what you eat makes things. I'm like, look, I live one life, and I've done the dieting, I've done the exercising, and it really didn't do you know, much changes, but I was miserable because I was not happy. So guess what? I'm gonna eat the chocolate, and I'm gonna have the plate of pasta, and that's just that, plain and simple, because I want to be happy. So I mean, I'd rather be in pain and happy than be in pain and be miserable, because I'm over here doing all the things I don't like. You know, can't eat this, and you can't eat that, and you can't drink this, and you can't. Oh my gosh. Ordered x-rays and a CT. Yeah, they want me to get an MRI, but I don't know, because they quoted me $800, and I was like, yeah, that's not happening. That is not happening. $800 is definitely not happening. So then today they were like, well, yeah, was that with the insurance? I'm like, well, yeah, because I have insurance, and you sent the insurance paperwork over. And they're like, well, maybe you need to look at what the self-pay is. And I'm like, they still don't get it. I don't work, and everything that gets paid has to come out of hubby's paycheck, and it's just not always feasible. It's like, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but I don't have oh, it's because we got to talking about, because he was like, you're very inflamed, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I live. He's like, are you taking any anti-inflammatories? And I'm like, yeah, I take them on a regular basis. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I have fibromyalgia, and it's part of my treatment. I take diclofenac, which is a muscle relaxer. I take, diclofenac is an anti-inflammatory. I take cyclobenzaprine, which is a muscle relaxer, and I take those on, you know, on a regular basis every day. And, you know, and he's like, well, you know, what you eat is only gonna make things worse. And I'm like, you know what? I've heard that. I have heard of that. And yeah, no. Ooh, I'm missing a whole bunch. Hey, Sandy, y'all, and the Crafty Clucker. Welcome in, friend. Hey, Miss Chrissy. Look, I'm working on a journal. Miss Celeste, Miss Jill, Miss Deborah. Debbie Stone. So, my April Penrice? I have no clue. You would have grabbed a Snicker out of your purse. Hey, that's why I told him. I was like, look, let me tell you, I've done the watching what you eat, and you know, do the high protein diet, do the low carb, do the no sugar, do cut back on this, cut back on that, and I'm still inflamed, and I'm still in pain. But I'm miserable because I'm craving a chocolate or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? Guess what? I only have one life to live. And I'm very grateful to God Almighty for giving me, you know, my life. And it's not that I do not appreciate it. It is because I appreciate it and I want to enjoy it to the fullest that I am going to eat my Snickers. I am going to drink my Coke. You know, I am going to have my iced coffee when I have to be up to go and teach kids and my brain don't want to function. Have you tried a grounding mat? I have no clue what a grounding mat is. Hello there, Jen and Jax and Ashley and Kindle. Welcome in. We are playing around and chit-chatting. So I am carrying on conversation with friends on Facebook and with y'all on Whatnot. So if it sounds kind of weird and you're like, where's all that coming from? It's because of that. So just so that y'all know, I am cuckoo, but you know, not that cuckoo. Yes, message me, please. Message me. I will do the natural, don't get me wrong. You know, he was like, well, have you done supplements? And I'm like, well, yeah, whenever they've told me, oh, your vitamin D is low, you need to take some vitamin D, your iron's low, take some iron. I've done that. He's like, well, why do you stop? And I'm like, okay, so I did the iron to the point where it was making me sick to my stomach. And I was still low. Got infusions that were supposed to last me up to 5 years, and I was having to go in every 6 months for one because my body would deplete itself from its iron that fast. Ended up having to have a hysterectomy because they were figuring out that that's what it is, and that's somewhat stabilized it, but my numbers are still low. They just are not crashing as bad. Hey there, Miss April, you have fibro too? Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's no fun. It is no fun, and like I said, I hate when the first thing that a doctor will tell you is everything. I've gone, like Miss Ruthie was saying, like, why? Hey there, Dusty Granny. I'm on Facebook, my friend. But I pulled up over here so I can have you. Hey, Miss Lori, Miss Marcy. How you doing, Grandma Joe and Kimberly? Welcome in. Miss Ashley loves my cat. She loves my cat. So, but yeah, every time I've gone to a doctor, the first thing that they always say. And at first I thought it was only male doctors, but no. No. It doesn't matter. Because I've gotten it from female doctors too. Lose weight. You know, exercise. I'm like, okay, have I'm like, everything hurts and you want me to exercise. Well, yes, but you know, no. I'm good. Where's my cat? Miss Marcy. Where was she? She was in here actually. She was sleeping here. Have I tried a nurse practitioner? Yes, and actually she's the one that she was the one who I currently see a nurse practitioner because my rheumatologist and me are at odds. So yeah, we we definitely do not see eye to eye. And because yeah, honestly I got better after I stopped working because I lowered my stress level, but other than that, yeah, that doesn't affect your hearing. What the world? Oh my gosh. I tell you, I really do not understand what is in these people's head. Like, explain to me, how is it that you have to lose weight, you know, to better your hearing? Or, you know, you have to lose weight, and that would fix, you know. I went in one time for, was it my knee? No, my ankle. I twisted my ankle, which I twist my ankles a lot. They're flimsy. And I was told, you know, well, you know, if you lose weight, it would be beneficial. And I'm like, that's not gonna change the fact that my ankle hurts. Like right now. Right here, right now. Fix it. So, yeah. It's called collective hearing. Oh my gosh, a giving tree. Thank you for bringing your friends over. How are you, my dear friend? We are playing around. If y'all are on FB, on the Book of Faces, up in show notes is actually the link that you can copy and then put it into your browser for my live, because this is actually, I'm live on FB right now, and I thought I'd bring my whatnot friends along with me. So you are welcome to hang out over here or come and see me over there. Hey there, Miss Amy. I am doing well. Purple Turtle. It's been a while, my friend. How you doing? So yeah, no, I've done that. I've lost the weight, and I that's why I said, you know what, F it, you know, because I lost weight. I went down to 160. Okay, and I still had issues. Everything still hurt. If I had a flare up, it didn't matter. So I'm like, you know what? Now that I've gained, you know, after being in a bad relationship, did not help, and I did gain weight back and stuff. So now I'm like, you know what? Every time they're like, well, you gotta lose the weight. I've lost the weight. It didn't change a damn thing. So, nope. You know, I did the exercise. Really didn't lose much weight because of the high levels, I guess, of cortisol in my body. From being in the fight or flight mode. So, yeah, it don't. And I like food. Exactly. I like food. I'm like, come on. I'm like, we are blessed with such wonderful, delicious things. Why am I going to deprive myself of them? I mean, grant you, I'm not going to eat the things that I know make me sick. Like, if I know I'm allergic to it, of course, I'm not going to eat that. Duh. But, and it's not like I eat, you know, certain horrible things all the time. Exactly. We're still gonna go have that Sam's Club pizza. Now, I have not tried the Sam's Club pizza, so I think I might need to try that. Is it good? Just eat less of it. Hey, Miss Helen, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, I mean, exactly. Just moderate, right? Everything in moderation. Because even the best of things, too much of it is bad. You eat too much of a good thing at one time can make you sick, right? But it's like the other day, my daughter was telling my bonus kid, she's like, I'm afraid to eat lettuce because now there's the possibility of there being E. coli. And literally like a few days before, she was telling him that we couldn't buy whole milk because they're not testing it and stuff. So he's like, man, you keep up like that, you're not gonna eat anything. Don't get me wrong, I will definitely say that it's not even necessarily the American diet, y'all. It's the food and the stuff in the food. Because, like, look at the people in Italy. They live off of pasta and bread, right? And they have less issues than we do here in the US. So, am I ready for June the 19th? Well, yeah, duh. I'm definitely ready to come. Oh, this might be too big. Is it gonna be too big? Ah, it's gonna be too big. You might need to swap them out then. I'm definitely ready for, honestly, right now I'm ready for next weekend. Next weekend I'm going to a really good friend of mine. It's her wedding, so I'm excited for that. Thank you. So I'm just, like I said, this is a journal that that I previously built. Okay, but right now we are filling it in with beautiful flowers because the theme was flowers, and so we do have lots of flowers. There are sections on this paper which I really do. You can't wait, I know. Oh, you've started making your own breads from scratch. Oh my gosh, yes. You know what, it's hilarious because when I was younger, I did a lot. I did a lot of stuff from scratch because my father is diabetic. So, and his mentality, sadly, is that I am a female. So, I could figure out in the kitchen how to make sweets and breads and stuff that he could eat. So before there existed the, baking blend of Splenda, or before there existed, all kinds of other things, I had to figure out how to make things that he could eat because he loves his sweets and he loves his carbs and, all of that. So, yeah. Yeah, see, when the kids were younger, I used to make like a lot of stuff. Now it's like, I don't know. I don't know, it just feels different now, you know? It just really feels different to do things like that. I don't know. I mean, it's not that there's anything like really wrong. It's just, I don't know, it just feels different. Not really the same, if that makes any sense. You are not old, my friend. You are not old. Ooh, you know what? This would actually be pretty cool to turn into a paper clip. That would be kind of cool. Let me grab a paper clip and we'll make a hidden paper clip right quick. Okay. So we have that one. Let's turn that into a paper clip. Alright, so normally, okay, you're gonna want to like fold things over or whatever, but because I already have this pre-cut, we're just going to, you know, fix it up. So we are just going to cover the back side of this up. Of course, when the kids grow up, a lot of things change, you know, because at that point, like, why? I mean, what's the point, you know? At least that's, I mean, I still have one kiddo, you know, that's, because Matthew graduates this year, right? And my oldest has been on his own now for about, goodness, what, 6 years. And then I have my what is it? So I have my daughter left. And she's 16, and it's not like she's gonna be around, you know, for a whole lot longer. I really do hope that she finds her path and finds her passion and what she wants to do in life, because, you know, not that I don't love her, but I don't want her to be around me for the rest of her life. She needs to do her own life, live her own life, have her own experiences, you know. I mean, I would think that's what we want as parents, right? Okay, so I just used some of my double-sided tape, that's what that is, just to make this stronger, because this is a dictionary page and it's a very flimsy page. So really, Miss Helen, that is actually quite interesting. We both have a 16-year-old, and they're girls. And I'm going to say it, she is the hardest one out of them all. She has been the hardest one. You know, I don't know what it is, but holy camole, yeah. I really don't know what it is, but she definitely, I don't know. I had somebody one time telling me that, oh my gosh, you know, boys are so hard. I'm like, no. No. I'm like, boys are not hard to raise. Girls are harder. at least in my opinion. And I know everybody has the right to think differently, but that is my opinion. I think it's easier. Your oldest granddaughter is 16. That is awesome. I am glad that I am not a grandmother yet. So, Easy is in the Navy. He needs to focus on that. And my oldest, a long time ago, decided that his cat is very needy, and he does not need to try to have a girl or a child. What kind of adhesive was I using? I was using art glitter glue. So, well, the wet one was art glitter glue, and this one was Tombow. Boys are a lot easier, right, Miss Janet? Mine is my easiest. Yeah, she loves Jesus. She has done anything with a boy. No hugs, no holding hands. Oh my gosh, Miss Helen, mine doesn't do any of that either. She is not into the whole boy thing. She actually thinks, she looks at her classmates and she just does not understand, like, why, you know, and the whole, like, the whole jealousy issues, and she don't get that. So I thought I was going to lose my mind when my daughter was 15 to 16, but now she's 34 and we are best friends. So yeah, I hope so too, honestly. You know, I really do. For me, it's a little hard, because I was raised by my dad, so I truly don't understand his whole mom thing with, you know, the mother-daughter. It's, and I try. I really do. But at times I feel like I don't know if I'm doing it right. You know. That paper's pretty. What is it? This one? This one is actually from a printable. I have a few more pieces that I need to fussy cut off. And then this is just dictionary paper that I have, because I have like a gazillion pieces of dictionary paper all the time. So, I just realized everything is falling down. Alright, now one of the things that I did want to do, and we can go ahead and do that. We can do one of our... Oh, you love it? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I need to get back into making junk journal papers. I do. Okay, so where did my other one go to? Okay. So normally, okay, you try to like hide it in between two pieces of paper, right? Actually, let's do it this way. Okay, so there's a few ways to do this one. I've left it exposed, right? But if you want to do a hidden paper clip, then it's going to be slightly different, because at that point you are literally going to go around the paper clip. Okay. And sometimes, I mean, it's up to the, let me show you. So I've done some that are like this, and I think I actually showed how to do them. And you just cover like this, and then you decorate however you want. You still have this piece here, so it shows you where to come in with, you know, as far as going to do that, right? A fully, like, completely covered paper clip, you would end up, and obviously this would not be the best paper to do that. You would want something a little stiffer. You're going to want to come over the back, and then you're going to want to come through it as well. Okay, and this is 100% a hidden paper clip because you don't see it at all. Okay, and literally it's the fold there that lets you know where you're putting your paper clip. Okay, so you can do it in any which way that you want. All right, like I said, you can just glue and attach something that you like, and you know, okay, that's gonna stay there. And this, the whole idea for this one is so that, let's say we are journaling and let's say I'm over in this section right here. Okay, so then I can come and I can mark where I'm at, so that when I go to open my journal, I know exactly where to turn to for the next page. Okay, so I do kind of want it to like stick out, you know, so that's the idea of this one. You could, you know, you could bring it all the way down if you have an image like that. Okay, let me pull this paper out. Try not to rip it. Okay. If I had, let's say, let me see if I can find an image in here that it would work. So let's, okay, right here, grow where you are planted. I could come and I could completely cover the inside, and if you want to, you can twist. It's a paper clip, it's metal, it you know, you can always go back, and so we can totally glue it this way, and we can, again, you can glue it, you could even put tape down on this. Okay, hey there, plus size girl. All right, you can cover it with something and then bring this back down. All right, and then, you know, all you're gonna see is this little piece here. So then once again I can come and be like, oh, and now it actually comes further down. Okay, so it all really depends on, this is one of your favorite quotes, so it all really depends on what you want. Do you want it to come all the way down, or do you want it to stick out of your paper because it won't, you know, the way we glued it, it won't go all the way down. I want this more like a bookmark, like a marker, so I wanted it to stick out. But if you don't, then you can do it this way. Okay, and it will come further down, right? Or you can do a fully enclosed, right? Like I said, we come this way, wrap it around. It's best if you do it with a paper that is stronger, so like scrapbook or even a light cardstock, and then you can fully enclose it. Use a punch circle for the back. There you go. Use a punch circle for the back, and then again, this is gonna come down here, okay, and fully cover that up. So, but I like that one, so we're gonna actually use that. But yeah, that makes sense to use a punch circle. That is actually a really good idea. Of course, now I bent it to heck and back, but that's fine. Jeez, do they not? They don't make paper clips like they used to now, do they? At least not the way I remember them. Okay, so let me see. Do I have some? I do have. Okay, we'll use. Will that be enough? Yeah, that should be enough. That should be enough. And I'm, like I said, I am using the art glitter glue just because it does give me that quick hold. Okay. Hello there, Haven. So for anybody who is wondering over at Whatnot, my friends, I am actually coming to y'all from, you know, Facebook. And if you would like to join us over here, I did include the link to that. Oh, you use hot glue? Yeah, that would work. If this doesn't stick, I do have my hot glue warm and ready. So, thank you. Thank you for the tip. But yeah, the link is up in the show notes if you want to join. It is the once a month on the second Thursday of the month. I host an event called Just a Journaling Around. And I am closing us off for the day. So I'm just trying to finish up here and add some goodies to my journal, the one that we started working on the other day, that we actually put together. So I am the last person on. Looks like that might hold. Might need to dry a little bit more, but it'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to include, and we'll actually put this one back here since it is more for like a bookmark. And this one, let's include this one. Let's put this one over here. And actually, let me add a dab of the hot glue. Thank you for the hearts, y'all. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are awesome, as always. Thank you. How are you doing today? I hope that you are having a wonderful evening. I know, usually you're the one on crafting, aren't you? Y'all, if you guys are not over on Whatnot, y'all definitely need to come over. We have some really great crafters over there. So yeah, y'all need to. I know you'll be on tomorrow because you're on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Those are the nights. And I love it because I get to, when I'm up and just not really doing like a whole lot. I have you in the background. That's why sometimes I don't like message or chat a whole lot, is because usually you're in the background. But I am listening, I promise I'm listening. I promise I'm listening. A great crafters and an amazing community. Yes, I absolutely love my Whatnot community, and I love the community I have on Facebook as well. Wonderful ladies and some gents too. So I have been blessed all around. But a very supportive community, that is for sure. So that was not a sticker, that's why I had to glue it down, just in case anybody was wondering. Okay. All right. And like I said, we do have sections for journaling. We also have sides that you half listen because you're trying to pack. Hey, I totally get it. Because once I'm off, I actually need to get packing too. I need to get to packing as well. So, what if we trying to see to use it as like a belly band. trying to use some of my die cuts, y'all. So trying to at least. All right. Okay. So I want to encourage you to take your die cuts, and they may be for a card, but use them for use them to play around with. I might actually, this one needs to be completely punched out. I didn't do a good job with that. But yeah, so this one, I think I'm going to glue it just there and there to leave it open to slide in maybe like another type of like little card, you know. I think that would be good. So that's what I've been working on. I do want to thank everybody a lot. I am going to hop off of Facebook because everybody there had an hour and I don't want to take up any more of y'all's time. Thank you so very much. I will stay on so y'all hang up. Don't hang up over here on Whatnot. I will stay with y'all. But thank you so very much to all of my friends. And as always, have a wonderful night. Remember to be kind. Kindness is free, and know that I love you, and I truly, truly do appreciate every single one of you. And thank you to everybody who was in today's event. Y'all are awesome, and as always, rock it and inspire me to try more things. So thank you so very much for that. I love y'all. Have a wonderful night. Have a great Mother's Day if I don't chat with y'all before then, okay? So